Hi there, this is Izzy, and my orchids are putting on such a show right now. I really wanted to share them with you, but there's so many, and they're quite large orchids as well that are being showy that I've really struggled to fit them in the shot. So I'll try and zoom in on each one in turn, and we'll get a closer look at the blooms one at a time. Let's start with the new bloomers. I received this Tolumnia very recently. This is the Tolumnia Jairak Rainbow hybrid, so it's not pure rainbow, it's a mixture. And it's produced these two gorgeous stems of blooms off this fan at the back. And the blooms are this lovely lighter pink colour with little white fringes up the top. I really enjoy Tolumnia blooms. I especially enjoy the ones that have got extra spotting or extra striping on the lip, but I think this particular one is looking really great and reminds me of some of the wild type Tolumnias. Such impressive blooms, and off a new plant for me as well. It came in spike and every bloom on those spikes appears to have opened, so really gorgeous one there. Now the second one that I am so delighted to show you, it opened literally the day I am recording this. This is the Phalaenopsis tetraspis imperatrix Red Panda. Now I really wanted a Phalaenopsis tetraspis C1, which is a red and white full petal type, and the panda is supposed to be more red. Well, this one's purple, that's really cool, but look at that gorgeous big white petal there. It's looking fantastic, and there's a second bud on this one as well that's got a lot more purple in it, but I'm so impressed by this first bloom. Now it did have a number of buds, this one, and some of them have dropped off, which is a little bit of a shame. I think that's to do with the heating in my house more than anything else. But I am really enjoying that bloom. And something else as well that's really rather good is this one is sneaking out a new leaf at the same time. So really healthy plant there. A really wonderful surprise for that first bloom with that beautiful white splash on that leaf. I'm very proud of that plant. Next up is a cheeky new addition. Now I spotted this Phalaenopsis, no idea what kind of hybrid it is, in a shop, and something about the spottiness, I really do like spots, something about the spottiness really caught my eye. Those crisp purple spots on a very pale white background. Some of them tend to go a bit dusky pink, or the spots blend together more. So this one really caught my eye for those reasons, those clear spots, that really clear definition of the flowers. It's a fairly healthy plant, 4 good looking leaves. At the moment I think it's potted in cocoa husks, so maybe I'll take it out of that sometime soon and put it in one of my normal media. But it's looking really quite healthy for a random shop bought fowl, and I really like these blooms, so let's see how this one goes. Next we're on to some of the classics. So this is one of my noID fowls that just keeps blooming and blooming. I am not sure why it went for 2 flower spikes at the same time this time, but I'm really loving the cascade of these beautiful crystalline white flowers, and actually they do sparkle a little in the sun with that gorgeous cerise lip. This is a noID that I'm really impressed by every time. It just keeps adding leaves and adding leaves. Now I have caused a little bit of damage a few times to the leaves of this fowl. The most recent by dropping it again. It's very weighty, and so I struggle to weigh it down. I think that means I just need to provide it with a bigger, heavier pot to sit in, because it does just keep wanting to grow. But a really impressive bloomer every time. Love this fowl. It does really well. And again, it's a shop bought noID. That's just surprised me every time. Upvote for complex hybrids here. And on to another complex hybrid. We've got 2 more flower spikes on the Zygopetalum noID. Now, I showed you this one back in January-ish time, starting this first flower spike, first time in a couple of years, and I thought, I think there might be more on the way, but I wasn't completely sure. Now I know. They are gorgeous, they're scented, and they really perfume the room. They've got this beautiful deep purple lip and this fun sort of brown purple petals around, and I'm just so impressed with it. I keep it quite low down in my room because the flowers face upwards, they sort of face at me, but they're really nice, really nice. I love that indigo centre to them. And last but by no means least is what's likely to be a Cambria jungle monarch. It is stunning me this year with 2 flower spikes. Almost all the flowers are open on the first one. It's doing very well. Super condition, this plant. And there's a second spike hiding away there at the back, so this will only get more impressive. This one is scented as well. It's a heavy honey kind of scent, and it adds that slightly different splash of colour, because you might have noticed I've got a lot of pinks and purples here, and this one's that yellow and brown offset, so that's really good, really eye-catching. Well, that's it from me. There are a couple of other flower spikes in development, so I'm hoping to share those with you in, say, 2-3 months' time when they open up. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. If you like this video, give it a like. If you'd like to hear more, just subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.